Hello students, in today's video let us learn some basic concepts about a circle. First is arc of a circle, central angle, measure of an arc and congruence of arc. Let's start one by one. The first concept we are going to learn is arc of a circle. For that let us consider one circle with center O. Suppose in the plane of this circle there is one line which intersect the circle at two distinct points. So let the 2 points be A and C. So here this line intersect the circle at point A and C, which makes two parts of a circle, and each part of a circle is called as arc of a circle. So for that let us consider one point on this the smaller arc. Let the point be X, and there is another point Y on the larger arc. Let it be Y. We have here two parts of a circle, it is arc AXC and arc AYC. So each of these parts is called as arc of a circle. We can define arc of a circle as a secant divides a circle in two parts. So as this is a line which intersects circle in two distinct points, this is called as a secant. So this secant divides the circle in two parts. Any one of these two parts and the common point of the circle and the secant constitute arc of a circle. So here AXC and AYC are the two arcs of a circle. Now let's see what are their names. So first of all, for arc AYC, center of circle belongs to that arc. That's why it is called as a major arc. So we can define major arc as if the center of a circle is on one side of the secant, then the arc on the side of the center is called as a major arc. So for this diagram, arc AYC is the major arc as the center of a circle belongs to that arc, and the arc which is on the other side of the center is called as a minor arc. So as we can see here, for arc AXC, so the center of a circle does not belong to the smaller part of the circle. That's why arc AXC is called as the minor arc. Now let's consider the next concept, the central angle. For that, let us consider one circle with center O. Suppose if we draw ray OA and ray OB, which starts with center of a circle, due to these two rays, we got angle AOB, which makes an angle with the center of a circle. This is called as the central angle. We can define the central angle as when the vertex of an angle is the center of a circle, it is called as a central angle. Now let's see how arc is measured. For that, consider a circle with center O, and here arc APB is the minor arc and arc AQB is the major arc. For this one, let's start with the basic things. Measure of a complete circle is 360 degree as we have studied it earlier. If we make half part of a circle, it is called as a semicircle. That's why the measure of a semicircular arc, that is, the measure of a semicircle is 180 degree, as semicircle is half part of a circle. That's why its measure is 180 degree. Now to find the measure of a minor arc, it is equal to the measure of its corresponding central angle. Let's observe the diagram here. For angle AOB, which is a central angle, so angle AOB is the corresponding central angle for arc APB. That's why measure of arc APB is same as measure of angle AOB. And now the question is, how can we find the measure of major arc, that is how to find measure of arc AQB. So as we know that the measure of a complete circle is 360 degree. So if we subtract measure of the minor arc from the measure of the circle, we get the major arc AQB. So major arc is equal to 360 minus measure of corresponding minor arc. So this is how we can find measure of an arc. Now the next concept is congruence of arcs. For that one, let us consider this diagram. So as there are two concentric circles with center C, there are some points on the larger circle G, F, E, D, J and I, and there are 2 points A and B on the smaller circle. Measure of some central angles are given. Now we have to understand what are congruent arcs. So the definition is two arcs are congruent if their measures and radii are equal. For this diagram, if we consider arc DE and arc AB, so both of these arcs have equal measures, that is 70 degree, because the corresponding central angle is 70 degree. That's why measure of arc AB is 70 degree. Similarly, measure of arc DE is also 70 degree. In this case, we cannot say that arc AB is congruent to arc DE as they have different radii. That's why to be congruent arc, their measures must be equal and their radii also must be equal. For this diagram, as we can observe here, arc DE, which has a measure 70 degree. Similarly, arc GF, which has also a measure 70 degree, and they have the same radii. That's why for this diagram we can say that arc DE and arc GF are congruent, and it is written as arc DE is congruent to arc GF. So this is how two arcs can be congruent. So if two arcs to be congruent, then they must have equal measures and they must have congruent radii. Then only we say that those two arcs are congruent.